If you don't know, don't worry. We're all going to do this together. Tonight we're going to do some pho, but not the normal pho because that takes 10 to 12 hours. Today we're going to try to do it with our new Insta Pot. Yeah boy, Insta Pot. I've never done it before with the Insta Pot, but I've heard some raving reviews, so we're going to try it in there. Everything else is the same. You know, we have all of our meats, all of our ingredients, like, you know, the pods and the ginger and the onions, of course the cardamom seeds, you know, a star anise, stuff like that. You know, our fish sauce, of course, rock sugar, just the normal stuff. That we're not changing because the flavoring of our ingredients, we got it to where we really like it a lot. All we're going to do is cut the cooking time way down. When you pressure cook it, it's going to take about an hour to an hour and a half. That's it. So we're going to try this out, see how it comes out. All right, so give me a few minutes and we're going to get everything ready for you. Thanks. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to salt up this meat a little bit here. Let's see how much salt I can get in there. You know, like that. Yeah, that should be good right there. All right. Then we're going to put some water in there, and then we're going to boil it, parboil it, and then not all the way cooked. You know, just parboil it, get some of the scum off of there. And then we'll be back. All right, hold tight. So this is almost done parboiling. As you can see, all the scum that's right there on there. You know, it's not like it's going to kill you, not like that, but it just makes the broth clearer once you do this, and you know, clean it off before you move forward to the next section of this video. All right, hold on a second here. Okay, the parboil is done. The meat's been kind of cleaned a little bit. We're going to rinse it off, wash it off a little bit with some cold water, put it to the side, and get it ready for putting it into the soup. All right, give me a second. Thanks. All right, so the meat has been cleaned and set aside for right now before we put it into the Insta Pot. What we're going to do next is we're going to get the ginger and the onion ready. I'm going to cut the onion, the skin, the outer layers off of there, and cut it in half. And then the ginger I'm going to cut in half and probably, you know, cut some of these bad ends off. I usually peel some of the outer layer. I'm going to peel some of it, not all of it, off of there. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so we're back. What we're going to do now is we're going to get this cooked up a little bit, you know, to get the aroma of all the ingredients we have on here. And I'm gonna, you know, it's gonna just be a real quick cook. I'm gonna get this pan on, get it going. Some people like just to put it inside the pan without any grease or anything like that. I don't like doing that because I really don't like the burnt smell of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of this Wagyu tallow, like oil and all that, and you know, it's gonna bring out some good flavor on there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there, and then we're gonna cook that up just a little bit. I'm gonna put this to the side too, because I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that one next. All right, so bear with me, and we'll get this going, and then we'll cook it real quick. We don't want to cook it too much, because you don't want to burn it and all that, because you burn it, it makes everything taste really bad, and you know, it makes all this stuff taste bad. So we're gonna just put this in there. First thing we're gonna put is these cardamom, because you know they're a little bit thicker. We want them to, you know, deal with that. Put that in there for a minute. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Okay, hold on a second here. All right, we'll stick all the rest in there right now. And scoop it around like this. Well, like I said, we don't want it to burn or anything like that. We just want to get so the aroma, you can, when you smell it, that's when you know it's done. You don't want it, like I said, you don't want it to burn. We're going to turn this down a little bit. We'll be right back. All right, I smell it. It looks good. Everything looks good. It's not burnt. It's not, like overdone or anything like that. I'm going to turn it off. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stick it in this little bag right here. I got a few of these online on Amazon. It comes with a whole bunch. You can use it. You can actually wash it and then use it again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw it away because I have a whole bunch of them. All right, hold on. Okay, so it's all done. All of it's in the bag right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. All right, I'm going to pull the string, tie it up. And then we're going to put this in the soup base when we get ready to do all that. A lot of people, a few people do not do this, cook it up. You don't have to. There's some people who do. So that's your choice to do that, okay? All right, hold on. Our next step is coming up. So, okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the lid off of this right now because what we're going to do is we're going to saute the onion and the ginger. And as you can see, there's a saute button right here. So I'm going to push the saute button and we're going to have it on high. See, it says high right there. And then, yeah, you can put on 30 minutes is fine, but we're not going to probably do 30 minutes. We'll probably bring it down to maybe just a few minutes, maybe like 10. I don't even think it's going to take that. We'll do like that. And we're going to hit start. So it's on. What I'm going to do is wait for it to finish preheating. And when it says cook, I'm going to put it at the bottom here and let it saute here. So we're going to, brown it up on the onion and the ginger on each side. And then we'll go from there. Give me a second. Thanks. All right, so this thing's ready to go. I'm going to try to hold this camera up and then put the onion in. You hear it? Look at that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Like I said, this is the first time for me. Put that in there. Give me 1 second. Another onion. Put in the ginger. Ginger. Why don't you guys give me 1 second here? Okay, so what I have is the onions in there and the ginger in there. I'm gonna let it brown up in a second. Flip it over. Let it brown the other side, and take it out. Then we'll go from there. Give me a second. Thanks. So as you can see, we browned up one side of the onions already. Right there, I flipped it over so it can brown up the other side. The ginger, since it didn't have enough room, we're going to have to flip it over in a second and let it, finish cooking on that side. All right, give me a second. Thanks. So as you can see, the ginger's been flipped over. We're going to let it cook on that side of it. Take them out, and then we're going to put the meat and everything else inside there and start the pressure cooking. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, the ginger and the garlic is charred just the way we want it. Not too burnt, so you don't have to peel off or scrape off anything. It did a great job. The bottom of this has the residue of the onion and the ginger, which you can wash out if you want, but I'm not going to because that right there is just a lot of flavoring on that. So we're going to just keep that in there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the meat in there. We're going to put the all the ingredients in there. Fill it up with the water as much as we can, and then let it cook for about 1.5 hours. All right, hold on a second. Okay, so we have everything in there except for all the ingredients like the fish sauce and all that in the water. We're going to put that next. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push on the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to set it for the timer on there, pressure cook on high, and then we're going to start it up. Let me get some water in there, and then we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So this is my first step. I put on pressure cook, custom, on high, and for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And what I'm going to do is you have to hit start, because if not, it's not going to start. So I hit start. It says on. So what's going to do now is going to preheat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding all my, all the other ingredients on there. Put that in here. Some of the fish sauce right here. I'll pour some fish sauce in there right now, like a whole bunch like that. The rock sugar, of course. All right, rock sugar. And then our bag of goodness. Put that in there. Let me go and see if I can mix this up a little bit here. No. Okay. So now all that's in there. It's preheating. I'm gonna have to take the lid, put it on there, like this, and close it up. You want to make sure that this is sealed. It says seal on there, so it's sealed up, and then it will start up. So the keep warm is on. We want that to stay on because after the hour and a half, what's going to do, it's going to release the pressure slowly. I'll let it release for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'll go and hit the switch up here and make sure that it releases all that out there. Then I'm going to take all the meat and all that out, but I'll be back for that. I'll take the meat out, leave the bones in there, and then add some more water because I think we might be, I have to add some more water on there. We're going to taste it and see if we have to add any more flavorings. All right, see you in a little bit. See you in about an hour and a half. All right, bye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare the meatballs. I'm going to cut them in half. It's easier to pick up with a chopstick and eat it. On our new chopping boards from Snowclad. I don't know if you can see it. Snowclad. It's pretty cool. Titanium side, and the other side that you saw me cutting the vegetable on is made out of some type of straw or something like that. So it's not plastic or or anything like that, but this is a pretty good chopping board. I'm going to be cutting the meat on this side when it's done, but I'm going to do prepare the meatballs right now, get it ready to put it in the pho bowl, in the Insta Pot when I take out the other meat when it's done. About another 15 minutes, we'll say. Okay, all right, hold on. So now that it's done, we hit the vent so it can take out some of the steam. We'll let that finish up and then take a look at it, of the product and see what's going on. Hold on a second. Okay, so here we go. It's done. I'm going to open it now. And look at it. Oh, dear Lord, look at that. Man, that looks good. Going to be pulling out all the stuff. Hey, right here. So it looks good to go. All right, give me a second while I take out all the onions and the packs and the meat and all that. So this way we can slice it up and add some more water to it. Let me take a taste of it too. All right, hold on. So what I've done is take the meat out, and I'm going to put in some ice water in a second, so stop it from cooking. But over here, what I did is I poured it, the whole broth and all that inside this thing, and then I'm straining it for all the impurity on there. Okay, so give me a second while I get that done. Thanks. So I cleaned up the whole thing, strained the broth, and now I have put it on sauteed so it can get hot again. I'm going to put the meatballs in there right here. I'm going to dump those back in there, and when I taste it, it tastes pretty good. I put a little bit more fish sauce in there, but I might add just a little bit more some water and all that. So give me a second here while I do that. Thanks. Okay, now I'm back. All the meat is cooled off. I'm going to be slicing it, and a lot of this meat, I'm telling you right now, man, it fell off the bone. This is the oxtail, and look at that. Look at the meat just falling off the bone. I really don't even have to cut it that much, at all. Let me peel it off like that. I'm going to put it on the plate. The boys really like this well done meat a lot. I'm going to take it off like that. Let me take a little taste of this. Let me see what it tastes like. Man, that is so good. That is so good. Wow. All right, give me a second here. What I'm going to do, like I said, let me grab a plate over here. I want to transfer this oxtail on here. I got another one on there. I'll take that off right there, and put it on there right there. Let me put this to the side for a second. And here is the other meat I have. What did I get? I got a flank this time. Yeah. So I'm going to cut it and see what happens. Oh, maybe I should try to cut it the other way. Let me see. Oh, this way. Yep. It's pretty tender. It is very tender. Look at that. Look at that. Let me take a bite of this thing here. That is good stuff there. Good stuff there. Let me cut that right there. There. Here. Can do that. I'm not trying to cut it hard, because if I try to slam my knife down on there, it's going to just tear. I don't want it to tear too much, you know. Even though it could, you know, you can just technically tear it off the meat like that. Wow, that's good. All right, let me get all this done, and I'll come right back. All right, because we also had the tendon right here. That's my favorite right there. All right. This is my favorite tendon. I'm gonna test it. Stop. I gotta have another one. Yeah, boy. All right. Let me get this all ready, and then I'm gonna see what else we can do before we get the bowls ready. All right. Thank you. Hold on.
A little more for the shot.
So here we are. We're gonna do a taste test with my oldest son and his girlfriend. And they're going to see how the Insta Pot tastes. Make sure you guys taste the, you know what? You guys will need a spoon right here. I want you to taste the broth. And let me know how the broth tastes. They're quiet. All I saw is thumbs up.
Really good.
How about you? You want to taste your broth, sir?
Oh, wow.
Is it good?
That's amazing.
Okay.
Very hot, too.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, everything's good. They got their bowl. They're gonna go eat. Thanks. Hold on a second here. So I got everybody going. I'm the last person here. I'm trying to get my bowl ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab me some tendon right there. So, tendon. A lot of tendons in my bowl here. I like a lot of it. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna get some oxtail, which fell off the bone, and it's very tender, very, very delicious. And some of the neck bone right there, neck bone. Of course, I'm going to put the rare beef, but I'm going to put that last, because when I put my broth over it, it's going to, you know, kind of cook it. I don't want to cook it all the way. Let me grab some green onion. All right. Of course, some cilantro. I like cilantro. There we go. And then some basil. I like a lot of basil here. Look at that basil. I didn't get no bean sprouts today. I really didn't want none. Then some of the green onion heads. There, I like that a lot. And then some purple onion, or some people call it red onion. So I like a lot of that. Look at that. All right, now that bowl's good to go. I'm gonna stick the rare beef on there, just like this. Oh, you know what I forgot? Hold on a second here. I'm gonna make some room right here. Go over here and grab me some meatball. Look at that. Meatball. I'm gonna grab a couple more. Yeah. You know, this bowl right here with all this type of different meat at a restaurant costs a good 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Here's my line. I'll squeeze that in there. So give me a second while I pour the broth in there. Hold on 1 second here. So all right, here I go. I'm pouring me some broth here. My younger son came home from college, had some bowl of pho. No, he came to watch the fights, but he's holding the camera for me. All right, so there it goes. There it is for me. I'm gonna put it down now. I'm gonna move his cup here, and then, thank you, son. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna take a look at this here. I'm gonna put my, squeeze my lime in there. Squeeze some lime. Good to go right there. And look at that. Looks good to go. And he's good. Hold on a second here. I'm going to have him hold the camera for me while I grab my utensils. And before I put my all my stuff in there, like, you know, my sriracha and all that, I'm going to mix this up. And I want to taste it, just the broth right now. I tasted the broth earlier, but now it's in my bowl. That's good stuff. Oh boy, I think I outdid myself. Oh yeah, boy. All right, Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. All my family's home, so we can have some pho and watch the fight. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.